Ember Lodge is a program for young adult women who successfully completed treatment. And we serve women from the ages of 18, up to around 30, depending on the clinical recommendations.
And it is just an environment that allows them to gain accountability. They gain a lot of skills while they're there. They pick up a sponsor and a home group. They form a bond with a primary therapist. They get a life coach. They get a recovery coach. So all the things that you would want someone who just came out of treatment to have in order to get back into the real world.
We truly are all-inclusive for those who want to transition into independent living. Our goal is to get them there.
And so Ember Lodge is where they live, and it's staffed 24 hours a day. It has groups, it's got the life coach, it's got all the things that you would want in a recovery community. And then the cairn is the IOP, OP, and that's where they're gonna get a lot more of the groups, facilitation, they're gonna see their therapist there. And then once they graduate those steps, they're gonna go to step down. And usually at step down, they would also have OP. And it just makes it less shocking to get out into the real world. So after they go to step down, then we say, let's figure out independent living. And even then we recommend a sober roommate.
So it's not inpatient. So we're still talking, groups a few times a week and living life in between. The life is where the important stuff happens, and then they'll come to clinical and process all of that stuff. And then we're gonna support them in housing, for all of the rest of it.
Because they have to be exposed to stress again with an accountability system alongside of it. So I can be stressed, but then I'm also accountable. I can have a really crappy day, but also someone's here to make sure I don't use.
My background is an experiential approach because I know that experiential approaches work with this age group. We're kind of subtly doing work with them. It's we're just gardening and doing stuff, but we're doing so much more than just getting our hands in the dirt.
The way that you see them when the clients come into Ember Lodge versus the person that you see when they leave, you can just see that the belief systems are changing and that the needs, the needs-based hierarchy is changing. The first month there is really what do I want my overall broad picture of recovery to be? What do I want to get out of this whole experience? And then the middle part of that is how do I incorporate meaningful work and being busy? Kind of what we consider being an adult. How do I be an adult and continue to be sober? And then the last phase is that I've done all the hard things and I feel whole as a person now and I'm ready to move on to the next step. And so it's more of a leadership part of the community before they go to step down.
They get to step down and they're sponsoring people, they're being of service, they're working jobs, they're so balanced, and now step down feels like a let's refine it. Let's finely tune the little things before we help you get your own apartment or go back to a college campus or whatever your plan looks like. Our alumni who have gone through step down are a tremendous force in the community. And they're people I want to be around, honestly. They're people that I am around all the time. They're some of my favorite people.